Stop scrolling. This is Workflow Wednesday, and I'm going to show you the exact system I'm using to manage 10 overseas job applications without losing my mind. Germany, Italy, one referral, and even one new Singapore opportunity that just landed on my radar. Because here's today's lesson. Process reduces the panic. Hey family, welcome back to Ways of Change. I'm Vanessa, and this is day 7 of 100. I'm posting every day while I take you inside my job hunt in real time. Since it's Wednesday, today is Workflow Wednesday. So here's what you're getting. My real-time job update, a mindset shift about moving abroad, becoming an adventurer, and stepping outside of your U.S. comfort zone, and my simple daily workflow. What I do every day so progress doesn't depend on my vibes. Field report time. Right now, I have 10 applications submitted and waiting for updates. 7 in Germany, 3 for Italy. And I have 1 referral from Germany. A quick reminder, referrals don't mean selected. Referrals just mean I made it past HR and my name is on a list that gets sent to the hiring manager. The status on USAJOBS is saying reviewing applications on the rest of them. So I'm good with those statuses for right now. I also made 3 new LinkedIn connections, accepted connections, because this process is not just about applications. It's also about access. It's information. It's relationships. Now let me share a real update that comes with seeking federal employment. Today I received an email with a notice of results from Aviano, Italy. And it said, let me read it. We have carefully reviewed your application and determined that you are not eligible for further consideration because you do not meet minimum education and or experience requirements for this series/grade combination. Listen, this happens for a variety of reasons, and sometimes it feels like there's no rhyme or reason to it. They just don't send you forward, even when you know you have the qualifications. So this is where mindset matters. I'm letting it roll off my back like water off a duck. I'm staying Teflon strong, y'all, and not letting this stuff stick because it's just data. I'm not defeated by this. I'm just informed, and I'm still moving forward. And one more update. I saw this opening in Singapore that matches my skills and experience. And I'm considering it because I've always wanted to experience Singapore. Who wouldn't, right? So I'm thinking about it. I'm paying attention. Today's move is workflow focused. I'm doing my 1-hour daily block SOP. This is what I do every day, checking USAJOBS, reviewing statuses, scanning for matches, and taking one strategic step like tailoring my resume, outreach, or follow-up. And specifically with that Aviano notice, I'm going to review the announcement requirements again to make sure my resume language is crystal clear and keep it moving. Because one, not eligible is not the end of the story. Our lesson for today, as I said before, process reduces the panic. When something doesn't go your way, you don't collapse. You consult your process and you keep it moving. Mindset tip of the day, because moving abroad isn't only about a job, y'all. It's about identity. If you're going to work overseas, you have to start seeing yourself as someone who could handle new systems, different timelines, unfamiliar environments, and being the new person again. I love that feeling, actually. And that's not always comfortable, especially if you've built a life where you're competent, known, experienced, and steady. Moving abroad asks you to become an adventurer again. Not reckless, not impulsive, adventurous in the sense of you're willing to learn as you go. You're willing to be flexible. You're willing to expand. So here's the question I want you to sit with today. Who do I become when I stop building a life around what's familiar? Because sometimes the real reason you're drawn to a new location isn't just the job market. It's the version of you that's waking up again, the version that wants to be brave, curious, and alive. And if you've ever felt stuck in your current situation, I want you to know this. You're not stuck because you're not good enough. You're not stuck because you don't know enough. You're stuck because the process is messy. So you need two things: a mindset that stays steady and a workflow that keeps you moving. That's why I'm inviting you to do a simple activity with me that locks in who you want to be. I want you to write one sentence, and you can tailor it to fit your particular situation. For instance, if I move abroad, I'm the kind of person who finish it with something strong, adapts, builds community, learns quickly, does hard things. That's identity training. Our scripture today is about work and favor. Psalms 90:17 says, "May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us." Yes, establish the work of our hands. That's my prayer for this season. I'm doing the work, applications, networking, consistency, and I'm asking God to establish it. Now let's get practical, because Workflow Wednesday is about what you can repeat. Now, quick pause. If you're still with me, here's where we are. I've got 10 applications pending, in motion, across Germany and Italy, 1 referral, and yeah, Aviano told me not eligible, and I'm staying Teflon strong. Now we're about to get super practical. I'm walking you through my exact hour-long USAJOBS workflow, so you can stop spiraling and start moving. Stay with me. This next part is the blueprint. All right, friend, here's the system. Right now, I'm using USAJOBS only. Later, when I start applying for contractor roles, I'll switch to an Excel tracker. But today, simplicity is the strategy. Here's my hour-long SOP, my standard operation procedures. Step 1, I do a status check. I check my application statuses quickly. I'm looking for changes. Referrals, not referrals, reviewing. If nothing changed, I don't spiral. I keep it moving. Step 2, targeted searches. I search for Germany and Italy opportunities using role keywords that match my experience. I'm not browsing aimlessly. I'm searching with intention. If time permits, though, I'll search places that sound interesting to me, like Singapore or Australia. Step 3, when I find a good one, I save it and decide true match or not. If it's not aligned, I let it go, no guilt. Step 4, if it is aligned, I tailor my resume to the announcement. I mirror key duties truthfully, lead with outcomes, and make sure the language is clear. Since I'm looking for jobs that matches my knowledge, skills, and experience, I don't have much tailoring to do, but I want to make sure it matches the announcement. Step 5, I do a slamming cover letter, y'all. Yeah, I write a strong cover letter every time to each individual position. Short, specific, and aligned. I want them nodding, not guessing. There's a lot of controversy about cover letters, but let me tell you, when I've been on search committees, I've always read them when they were provided. Step 6, I double check required documents, and I make sure the cover letter matches the job, and then I hit that submit button. Step 7, LinkedIn connection search. I look for connections on LinkedIn every day. Someone overseas, adjacent roles, same agencies, not to beg, but for insight. Step 8, I close the loop. I end by asking, what did I do today? What's my next step? What's my step tomorrow? And what do I need to repeat? And I also jot down, what do I need to tell you guys about? Why does this matter though? Because when you get a not eligible email or when silence drags on, your workflow is what keeps you steady. The process reduces the panic. And I want to connect this to something even more personal. I've relocated a lot in my life, especially as a single mom, which is why I wrote Move Smart, Spend Less. The principles in that book aren't just about packing. They're about moving with clarity, planning instead of panicking, protecting your peace, staying flexible, and taking smart steps in sequence. That's literally what I'm doing in this overseas pivot. If you want to check out Move Smart, Spend Less, I'll put the link in the description below. All right, day 7 is done, and I want you to comment workflow and tell me what part of the process feels the hardest right now. Finding the right posting, tailoring your resume, cover letters, interviews, or staying consistent. And tell me what you want in the next 100 days for me to do a video on. I'm building this series with you and for you, so I want to know what I'm missing, and if you have any thoughts on how to improve this process, I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get a job, y'all. So don't forget to subscribe if you're following this journey, because I don't want you to miss a thing. I'll see you tomorrow for day 8. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Vanessa, and this is Ways of Change. Bye now.